What the heck? There we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. It's been a while. Kind of enjoying not having school and hanging out with friends. So, kind of why I haven't been here. But we returned. We returned in time to start finishing up the last main story quest, apparently, and then we can get to the event quest. Jeez. Yeah, mostly been playing Magic. I love Magic. I should not have discovered Magic. Got the Final Fantasy deck to work. That is based on. I have a multiple fan. What is it? I have Terra, Herald of Hope, that has a bunch of vehicles. I have the Cloud deck that I have refused to use because it is absolutely disgusting to have a Voltron deck that just cheats out equipment, instantly becomes invulnerable, and can hit anybody for lethal, and just be completely a complete menace. It's actually very toxic. Who is that? Wait, wait. Okay, Mifu is next, but who is that? Good thing I'm skipping Mifu. Who is that, man? Oh yeah, 14 boosters expiring. Okay. Yeah, so got let's see. Yeah, Cloud deck I refuse. Technically, you could count the Foul Sea from Final Fantasy 13. It's a reprint of like an old card that can run Commander as Commander. But I tried using it as the Commander. Oh my god, it costs way too much. It's fucking horrible to try and play as the Commander. It's got to be on the 99. Let's see. I don't have the Titus deck. I was considering getting it. It just depends if I can find a place really cheap enough to do it, because it does. It used to be like $50, but now it's shot back up in price because it's so good with the reprints. Oh my god. Okay, okay, hold on. Then I have Y'shtola, which I need to workshop. I gotta workshop Y'shtola from Final Fantasy 14. Cause now that I think about it, it might be the most nasty mill deck, gain life mill deck I could make. I just have to workshop it. There's that. Let's see. What else was there? The Chocobo deck. They made a bird that can run as a Chocobo commander. So that one, it was really good, especially because I was playing with my friends who normally didn't like run a lot of board wipes in their decks, or try not to use board wipes because they didn't want to pull up their own board. But they also like now they know like it's better to wipe out the person with the giant board that used up all their resources and then start rebuilding quicker than the other person. So like while I do like have a lot of good support in the bird build, as soon as they take apart the pieces and they just completely wreck it, it is essentially non-functional. And I can't activate the landfall triggers if I've already used up all the land. So that's pretty nice. That's like a nice lesson to teach them And then I also learned that, like, oh my god, this thing is like absolutely nasty. Um, what other Final Fantasy decks? There is Kefka. I have a Kefka deck for wizards. I feel really bad about using it. I only used it once, and I feel really, really bad. So I try not to use it too much, but I might want to try it again now that, like, all my friends have, like, way stronger decks now. So it can be, like, on level. It can now be on level. Like, I there's, like, the whole power scaling, like, with the brackets, but I don't know. I want to say Kefka is a 3, just in the nature of Kefka, and like how easy it is to support that build. But if it's more like a 2, I guess it could be a 3. So there's that. What other decks? What other decks? So there's, yeah, the 3 precons. Terra Magical Adept, which is the rainbow one. Apparently she's rainbow, even though it's red and green on the front, but she transforms and becomes like her god mode version in Final Fantasy VI, which we gotta play Final Fantasy VI. I'm gonna on my free time now that I have more time, I'm gonna, besides finishing the events here, I'm gonna start grinding Final Fantasy X. We're gonna finally catch up on that. Then, once we finish 10, do like a finale. Like, it's probably gonna be 2 or 3 streams, I think. With 10. Once we finish 10, I might not 100% it, to be honest. That might be just for me. Kind of like Pragmata. Unless there's a different ending. Maybe we'll come back to it. Then we'll do Final Fantasy VI. And then go all the way back to Final Fantasy 16 because I really want to do the Leviathan DLC. I've been saving the Leviathan DLC for later. It'd be really nice to do it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Terra enchantments. So like, this Rainbow Terra loves enchantments, and she becomes copies of enchantments, but specifically if there's a saga, which is in Magic. Sorry. Okay, so enchantments are like field manipulating, and they made sagas, which are enchantments. So they do crazy stuff while they enter and stay on the board, but eventually they go away after activating a sequence of abilities. And to emulate the grand ability to summon in Final Fantasy, they did it. They put it into Magic. They made them sagas where they'll come in, do a big thing, then they'll go down the list of big things, and then they'll go away. And the Final Fantasy 16 characters in particular are really cool because they get to turn into, they get to be their regular selves, and they get to turn into their summons, the icons from Final Fantasy 16, and then they come back into their normal selves. It's like a temporary power boost. It's so cool. Oh my god, they did so well. They did so amazing. The only thing that I am shocked about is, obviously there's no summons in 14. Most of the summons were from 10, 7, 8, and 16. Some in 13. And then there's a few from 6. I am shocked. There are barely any from 13. I, as much as I don't like 13, um, we okay, hold on. We gotta go down the list. The eight, the Eidolons barely made an appearance in the set. It's crazy. I hope there is another set. I hope there's another Final Fantasy set. I would freaking love it. Oh, Lightning had Odin. Oh. Right. Okay, so let's see. There was Shiva, Odin, Brynhild. Oh, I guess they didn't want to double up. I guess they didn't want to double up on all the summons. Although, okay, so Bahamut. No, they doubled up on the. They doubled up. Wait, what am I saying? They doubled up. There was 2 Shivas. There's 2 Bahamuts. There's technically 3 Afrits. There's no Phoenix, or there's 1 Phoenix, but there's no like other Phoenix. Let's see who else. It's crazy. They could have put in for 13 because Alexander was already in from another game. For 13, they only put in Brynhilder, Saz's, which, okay, you know what? Respect. Saz was the only character I freaking liked out of Final Fantasy 13. And that's the saddest part about that is the fact that Saz is like pretty much, he seems like a stereotype of a black character, but then you really get to get into the story and the meat of everything, and he's like, Saz is the realest, most down to earth character, and I would have been fine if he's like the traitor type character. Insane. Let's see. I think if my memory, I'm even looking at my deck. I'm looking at my boxes. I mean, I don't want to go through all of them. I think for the Cloud one, because I just like how powerful it is right out of the bat. Like it feels like it could be easily. So the bracket system, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is literally a mess that you cobble together, or like a very like low powered, under the radar kind of thing that may eventually win, but it's not really going to do anything. 2 is the standard and what pretty much almost every pre-con going forward from the beginning, like after the beginning, because some of the first ones were really bad, like in general. Going forward, most precons are typically 2, possibly 3. That's, I think, I would say. Hold on, let's see the consensus. Is Cloud Limit Break Precon bracket 3? It is considered by the community to be a bracket 3. Okay then. Almost level 4. No, I think it could be 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, and then 3 is like really like the deck is really strong. It's really strong, really consistent, really good at doing what it does. But then you get 4 and 5. 4 and 5 range are what the community calls CEDH, which is competitive commander. That's where you're entering events and tournaments and you're like, this deck is stacked, it's got all its components, the engine is consistent, I'm able to, like 99% of the time, do what the deck is meant to do and knock out my opponents quickly or stall them and then finish them off by like 1,000 cuts, and it fucking works. It just works, and it's really, I want to say it's toxic, but it's like you can man, you can see when you play competitive players. Oh my god, you can see how they cook their decks. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm thinking of switching the most precons now, they have what they call co-commanders, unless there's a partner mechanic, which they have to have both out. These co-commanders, you have the main commander, which is the face, and the reason why the box is being sold. But there's a backup commander in right behind it that can be a replacement that may also work for the deck, but is typically meant to be in the deck rather than like outside of it as the face. Tifa obviously is the secondary commander. She seems to work way better. Just way more balanced and less toxic, but still a total powerhouse. So probably gonna edit that to be the precon build, so I won't feel so bad about using it. Let's see. And then for my homebrewed, I cooked this bad boy up. It's kind of... Oh shoot, I haven't been doing this one. But it's just for boosters. Although I really need to start fighting. You know what? Yeah, let's fight. Let's do some fighting. I think I need more of these.
Don't blink or I might just disappear.
So my current one that I'm really trying to focus on is mainly Final Fantasy 16 themed. Unfortunately, I've had to make some compromises to make the deck work. It's tragic. It's too tragic to see what's happened. Like I straight up can't run. Some of the deck just doesn't run well because there are like the 16 cards are kind of all over the place. I've just had to accept that fact. But the way I try to compromise and get almost all of them in there is the partner mechanic. So you can have two commanders as the face put together, and their color identities are what is the guidelines for building the colors of the deck. It's 4 out of 5. Unfortunately, I can't use green, and green has Titan and Torgal, which is the Clive's dog. So I kind of like compromised at first with like, oh well, there's a Torgal bone, like super rare Torgal from an event that's meant to be a very famous dog card, Yoshimaru, as like a reprint of it. So I just put my Yoshimaru in there as a compromise, but it's like this isn't working how I want it to be. So I just decided I'm gonna take the take the list of which rainbow commanders are available and which one to use. I also learned that what is it? One of the, I think there's two or three legendary rainbow creatures in the Final Fantasy set itself. There's Terra and a reprint of someone called Yoda the Unifier. I'm not sure who this is in lore, I think, but they pretty much said like, oh, well, we'll reprint Yoda the Unifier as the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy 1. The OG. So, makes a lot of sense. But I don't want to make another Terror deck, even though she does fit the build I'm going for, which the gimmick to the Final Fantasy 16 deck is bring out the oh my gosh, they're not the Wardens. The summons are nicknamed the Wardens of the elements. The Dominants. Bring out the Dominants, and then I'll be allowed to summon the separate other version of them, because there's a Jill, she can flip into Shiva, but I have the summon Shiva. Benedicta isn't an actual card, but they reprinted an old card and made her Benedicta, or him. It was actually a bird monk guy. So there's Benedicta. There's like 3 Clives, I think. No, there's only 2 Clives. Yeah, there's 2 Clive Rossfields. I have both of them. Okay, so then if Clive's on the board, he turns it, I pull out the Ifrit card, even though the Ifrit from that they put into the regular set is like really bad. Like the flip side of Clive is way better. Dion's in there. Dion will turn to Bahamut. Yeah, etc., etc. Oh, and then Hugo Kupka's in there as some, I don't know what, I don't know what their like choices are of these reprints, but I guess it makes sense because they were trying to do a partner mechanic system with these cards. Some of these reprints, so it's like, you know what, fine, whatever. And originally the deck was 4 colors because I thought it was interesting that I could make it 4 colors in the specific combination of okay, hold on, let me see. MTG Barnabas. No, okay. So the specific combination to have the 4 colors of all the Final Fantasy 16 characters is you have Benedicta Harmon, who would be white and blue, Azorius in magic nerd terms. Then you have Clive's partner reprint, which is in black and red, or Rakdos. So they're partners, which means they can run Commander together. And that also means both their color identities will be the identification of the deck, which means 4 out of 5 colors. The problem is I don't have green, and green is needed to fit the other ones. So I ended up compromising and picking a Final Fantasy 14 guy that is one of the 3 rainbow leaders, and it's called the Wandering Minstrel, which why I was trying to get into Final Fantasy 14, because I need to find out where he appears in the game, if he does. But the Wandering Minstrel is freaking Yoshi P, the director for Final Fantasy XIV. He's like a bard character that guides everyone with like the tales of the. He's the narrator. He's the storyteller.
And the skies look good.
And he put himself in the game, and they put him in the freaking card, and they made him Rainbow. And is actually pretty cool. He actually works pretty well, like just by himself. And I just had to put him as a commander, especially because he's easier to bring out. He's a lot easier to bring out. He's only 2 colors. He's only technically two colors to play. He's identified as 5 colors because of his ability that uses all 5 colors. Yeah, let's go. Hold on. What is the list of Eidolons in Final Fantasy 13? Okay, so Lightning was Odin, Snows was Shiva, Saz was Brynhildr, Fang was Bahamut, Hope was Alexander, Hecaton Chair was Vanille's. Shiva? Oh, right, they turned into the bike. Okay, that's actually super messed up that like one of them is the head of the bike and her head is literally like the front wheel, but the one on the back just holds the wheel. Like she doesn't have to deal with suffering the mutation. Holy crap. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, it was just it just didn't work out so well. And I'm trying to do this thing where I'm not playing super competitive decks. So unless I'm supposed to, because the cards are super expensive to play, like they cost a lot of resources. God damn. No healer, but god damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm just... What they call ramp is cards that let you speed up your resources to get stuff out faster and get more stuff out each turn. I love the advice of taking out all of that in favor of building the deck's engine, because you want more game actions that benefit what you want to do. As in, you want your deck's theme to pop off and build the engine for that. And as long as it's reasonable cost, it should be reasonable to use. So I like that. Plus, I added in some cards that let you cheat your little things out and makes things really funny for interactions. Essentially, I can like turn my creatures into other stuff and do a lot of shenanigans. It's really funny. Thank you, Final Fantasy 16. I mean, not. Thank you, Final Fantasy in general, for existing, because it's hilarious the shenanigans they do. And I mean, probably the reason why I've built so many decks, Final Fantasy themes. I love the franchise, and it was that set that got me into the game, into Magic. So I owe it a lot. But yeah, damn, it is. So yeah, I finally got it working. I had to make a few compromises. There's still some edits I could make. But yeah, finally got it working. Let's see. Yeah, so enough about me yapping about. Do I have the drills? I have not gotten any drills. Jesus. The lowest I've gotten is 1800. That's so sad. This is honestly way better than turnip markets for Animal Crossing. Let's see. No. Because there's like a variety. There's an actual variety that we can... Okay, so that one I can go. No. And anything here? Ooh! Ooh! You're about to get a lot of sales, son! Okay, first, let's help out. Sheesh! What was it, the rocks? Yeah. But making all these other decks. Oh god, I love Magic. I love Magic so much. I finally optimized a Group Hug deck, which is... It's a deck that can work to win the game, but it's built upon the principle of sharing with the table, giving gifts to everyone. You know, oh, you want more resources? Here's more resources. You want to buff up your creatures? You can buff up your creatures. And, you know, it's you want more creatures? Here's more creatures. It's very you know, we're all in this together, but I will come out on top at the end, which I do have a lot of key components into the deck for a win condition. Specifically, It's Rocco the Street Chef, who is this sort of like red devilish looking guy who's just, you know, he's a street chef. But he likes making food he likes making food. Like, and that's an actual thing. There's a food token in the game. It's an actual thing. He likes making a lot of it. So I was like, okay, what can we do with this food besides using them to heal? Because you use it to heal yourself most of the time. Well, they're considered artifacts, and artifacts are like tools that you can use to benefit your board or affect other people's boards. Kind of similar to enchantments. Well, there was a really hilarious card that came out in their space set that they made for the first time. Space. I came in at the best time. The best time for Magic. These sets have been amazing. Edge of Eternities. There is a robot in there that I took out of one of my other decks. Which, okay, as much as I love the set for space, and it is technically the first set for space, it is so sad that they changed the rules. They updated things. Legendary vehicles, and now the new type spacecrafts can be the commander of a deck as long as it has a stat as being a creature. So before, vehicles aren't considered creatures until they're online, as in they're turned into a creature through its own ability, needing a driver, or through manipulating it. So they were never considered creatures, so they could not be commanders. Now that's changed because they have the potential to become creatures. So that retroactively turned so many cards into creatures, or into commanders. It's crazy. And so they finally did this with this precon, these pre-constructed decks. One for one set of colors, one for another. And they have a regular creature, and they have the backup commander is not really. The backup commander is the real creature. The main commander is the spacecrafts. So fucking cool of an idea, poorly executed. There's, I think, like three. I think there's like 2 or 3 spacecrafts total in both decks. The one I don't like, that's like super strong and can be super competitive, I think that one only has 2. The one I got because I liked the idea of it and it looked really cool, that one only had, I think, 3. The rest of the spacecrafts, you had to get it from buying packs. It was really sad. Like I was like redoing the entire thing. It was just so much of a hassle. I was so annoyed. And worst of all, I didn't realize the deck takes forever because it involves a lot of math. So, as much as I love that, as much as I love how big the cards can get and how strong and everything is, it's a lot of math, and it kind of takes up the game. So I just took a lot of it apart to be more cohesive, and then just kind of left it on the back burner for now. I do like the idea of like vehicles and stuff, though, which is why some of my other decks are like really in. I have a few vehicle decks. I have like 4 or 5 vehicle. Oh no, wait, hold on. There's the space one. There's Terra. There's Fallout. There was a precon from Fallout that is based on artifacts, and therefore I made it about vehicles. Also artifact creatures. And Azula from Avatar, I turned her into a vehicle deck. It's fucking hilarious. So, yeah, doing all that. There's a card from the pre-constructed space deck that when it enters, any artifacts I control that aren't creatures will turn into small creatures, but they will have a lot of keywords that give it abilities to attack immediately and hit hard. And if the game goes on long enough and I've done my actions, and I've even updated the deck to like not just be reliant on my opponents, but be very proactive in its engine. Yeah. I love you too. Bye. Freaking, oh my gosh. Freaking yandere. Yeah, I learned last right. It's like a bit of a yandere.
Wanna come snowboarding with me, Enderman?
So imagine you've been cooking up food. You've been helping the table. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, he's been so generous, so nice. We're gonna whittle him down. He can gain life. We're just gonna whittle him down a little bit and then leave him for last. We'll deal with that later." He doesn't have that many crazy creatures on board, right? But he does have 80 food tokens on board, and that's kind of scary. Just having 80 artifacts. So what is he gonna do with all that food? And then you play this fuck ass end game card from the Edge of Eternity set. Boom, comes on a board, turns those 80 foods into robots, turning my delicious snacks. I slaved over a hot stove for this. Turns those into robots that can hit wide, as in it can hit everyone for endgame, and swarm the board. It's hilarious. But also, I made it very. I did a very much. God, I gotta play this again though. My food deck. It's what started out as like sort of aggressive, but then like no, I need to make it like a group hug deck, which like my goal is to make like a lot of different types of decks, and this being one of them that like I need to make a deck that is very, you want to play with a deck. You want to be nice. You like if you get hit or like actions against you, it's like, oh, it's understandable, or like, oh, you want to like give people stuff so that they'll leave you alone. Like it's a very give and take kind of deck, and that was like my thought process. But then I realized the Spider-Man set came out, and then so Magic has tried its best to like stay within its realm and like have these different planes, as they call it, these different worlds, but only in these standard sets, which is they call it Universes Beyond. It's the collaboration sets. Those aren't considered planes. They're just like guest appearances. Then if it's in a standard set, it is considered to be an official plane to the franchise. They added in Spider-Man, which means New York is an official plane of existence to Magic. So I decided, oh, there's a few cards in there for food and New York theme, I'm going to make this food group hug deck a New York foodie experience. And then the subsequently Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was coming out. So that was food. And I decided I really wanted to get what they call the pizza bundle. And they have the pizza lands in there. So went on that whole adventure of getting that. Split a box with my friend. It was hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious how that deck works. But then, oh my gosh, I don't know if I even talked about it. My
like fate brought you right to me.
My deck that I need to fix up, my pride and joy, is my graveyard demon deck, which is kind of partially Final Fantasy, but I might just optimize it more to be like a sort of regular commander deck and only have like a few Final Fantasy cards, because some of them are really good, like the freaking Mercedes-Benz from Final Fantasy 15. It's hilarious how good it is. And it's hilarious that it can be commander. Oh my god, I should make it the commander of it. One of my other decks.
Captain Mifu put me here specifically to keep folks out of this area. Kid, just listen to your old man and turn back, all right?
But I'm not just some outsider. I've been doing research here for years.
Still not happening. The blight inside isn't something you can handle. Once the Tianxia have cleared it out, then you can go back to your research.
Put a pin in the magic yapping.
They might already be.
Who's they?
Administrator, what brings you here? Did you hear about the blight tide affecting the test area too? Like I was just saying, the situation here is really bad. Lu, you're still a Tianxia disciple. Stay put right here, and let the Tianxia and the Administrator handle this.
I can handle it. I know the paths inside well. I know how to avoid the blight. Please, just let me in. I promise. Nothing will go wrong.
Lu, don't make this hard for me. The situation's too risky right now. If something happens to you in there, I really won't be able to explain it.
I'll take responsibility.
What am I supposed to do? Blockhead and the others?
Okay, it sounds like you have to explain to people the problem anyway, because there's people inside. Whatever. Why do you want to go in so bad? I need to take care of something. They're in trouble. I can feel how scared they are waiting for me. Wait, did Uncle just call you the Administrator? You're the one for the books. That's amazing. Now I have hope. I'm Lu Lingxiong, a Tianqi disciple in the test area. Who are they? They're my buddies right now. They're stuck in there. I've got to get them out. If I don't get there in time, they'll never make it home. Please help me out. Just let me in. Alright, looks like we're gonna let him in.
Edmund, Lu, don't tell me that you're still...
I don't know why they just didn't voice that, or just continue the conversation. We'll get her in and out in no time, I promise.
All right, fine. For the Endman's sake, I'll turn a blind eye just this once.
Really? You mean it?
Honestly, letting you go in alone was a hard no. But with the Administrator on the case, I guess I can make an exception this time.
You've got our word, we'll keep her safe.
All right. How about 1 hour? Any longer and I can't cover for you.
Only one? Can't we please just...
Lu, if you keep haggling, you won't even get the hour.
Okay. 1 hour it is.
Just a heads up. The blight in this area is no joke. You better make sure you're fully prepped before going in.
Certain areas of Mooling have super active blight. Spraying these blight masses with the liquid heavy Sheeranite is a more difficult way to clean them, or a more effective way to clean them. Liquid heavy Sheeranite can be produced by placing heavy Sheeranite and precipitation acid in a reactor crucible. The production formula for heavy Sheeranite can be viewed in the forge. Oh God, I forgot. I needed to make a lot of this on the side. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me where the sun don't shine. Holy crap. I am fucked. I am gonna have to put some of this away. Or a lot of it. Oh my God. Oh God, how am I gonna do this? The water treatment. Okay, so that's getting the sewage. And this is where it'll turn into. Oh my God. I don't even know what this water treatment thing is for. Is it for... Ah, whatever. Okay, how... Oh wait, this is pumping in water. Right. So I don't need that. And then these stash. Okay, so oh my God, I don't even remember what this is all for. Jeez. Oh yeah, my my graveyard deck that I made that's like partially Final Fantasy cards in it. That's my pride and joy I gotta really work on, because it's based on the deck I first used at a pre-release event for Magic that I could have actually potentially won. I could have potentially won all 3 matches if I had done more of my research and learned better how to draft and play Magic. Because apparently I actually had the best cards in the colors to win pre-release. I had cards that brought stuff back out of graveyard, played it off of graveyard, and stole from my opponent's graveyard and could just swing big. And then I had the Mercedes-Benz from Final Fantasy 15, which let me ramp up quicker. So thankfully, the guy who played me first beat me in like 15 minutes. It was so sad. I couldn't do anything. He had also like a perfect pre-release kit. But then he's like, "Oh, dude, here, let me help you like edit your deck real quick before the next round, because this like all this needs to go. All those cards you were like about to toss, like keep to the side, those need to work." So, you know, it worked out. What the hell is Am I not making Sure Knight back at? Wait, hold on. Oh God, I might have to trash some of this stuff. Wait, yeah, what the hell? I'm not making heavy Sure Knight? Oh, I gotta turn this into... Oops. Yeah, so then I got an old card that fits the colors that actually works better as the commander. And it works decent. I just gotta do a better job optimizing it, and now that I know how to build decks better, I should be able to do that, hopefully. Let's see, where is not the fluid pump. I need the container for holding fluids. I guess I don't have it. Fluid tanks, there we go. I'll make 2. Oh, oops. Wait. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Dragon Quest Dragon Quest 12 got announced. We gotta lock the fuck in for that. Also, I need to redo 11. Ah, shit, it's permanently like that. Also, I can't believe how many collabs there were with Magic. How many more collabs are happening? I'm waiting for the VTuber collab. Wait, what? Is it simply because of that, or? Oh no, this fucking corner is literally blocking it. Wow. Okay, so I have to actually build it like this? Hold on. God damn it. Okay, and then turn this into heavy Arknight. I needed to go to whatever's making heavy Arknight because I don't understand why it's running low. Okay, and the Cooperham solution. Oh, right, I need to turn it on. Is that working? Wait, what? Why are you filling with Cooperham? What the fuck? You know what? It's fine. It holds 500. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Where is the heavy Sheernite production? Needs the what plus sewage? Sewage plus liquid Sheernite equals Shircon effluent. Shircon effluent plus Sheernite equal. Okay. But didn't I have something that... Holy crap, it went up to 950. That explains a lot. Use up 12, okay. Fuck. I could have added this all generating while I was yapping. My bad. Sorry. Okay, let's see. How full is the tank now? Damn! Already at 230? Okay. Alright, we're back.
This flight is on another level. Only liquid heavy Shiranite can neutralize this stuff.
Why was it optional? Was she gonna give us heavy Shiranite? That would've been kinda sad. Whoa! Whoa!
All this blight? There's still a haunting beauty to this place.
A blight tide flooded the area a few days ago. Everyone had to evacuate immediately. If I wasn't so worried about them, I would never have come back here alone. Most of this facility was dedicated to researching Tianxia pillars. A few areas like the water treatment sector were just left abandoned because there weren't any active research projects running.
Experiment has been complete. It's just a small part torn from the... What? Nope, oh, jeez. It's an actual section.
Whoa, what are those guys doing here? Some new feature of the test area?
Probably progress that wandered in after the flight. Wow, you're all amazing! Just like heroes straight out of a storybook.
Oh, don't go overboard now.
They really made the game a bit easier with the refreshing of energy costs after a fight. It's weird. Alright, we're just gonna keep progressing. Refresh. I don't know if 150 is gonna be enough, or it might be. Maybe they calculated 150 is enough for. 150 might be enough to clear out most of the major areas. Yeah, screw this. I'm just gonna let it run. I am not gonna spend 30 rolls just to get refunded another for basic rolls. But we will do basic roll right now. Oh, this is unlocked. Oh shit. Finally. Oh, and then... Ooh. Wait. What the f... Damn. Oh well. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, to the basic. Oh! There's 4 gold, 2 red. Oh, okay. Oh wait, don't skip.
End of Oxy 7.
I want to see who we get.
Why do I have to...
Ember, Knight of the Order.
Ember, let's go! Let's go. God damn, they are going all over the place. And I'm going all over the place. No, that's gross. Don't do those. That's so gross. No, don't. Oh, okay. That was a bit. No, that was a bit nasty. Okay. I'm sorry. My gallons. Okay, let's please fungies. Please Zhuang fungies. What? Please. Nah. Alright, final level for Rosie. There you go, 90. Level maxed.
Like that. Okay, I think I've got it now.
Damn. Okay, let's just level this up then, I guess.
Look.
My crusade is far from over.
Second one. Ah, I just strengthened Will. Oh, actually, Will's good for the heals. What's potential 3? Combo skill frontline support, improvise, restores the HP of another teammate with the lowest percentage at 50% of the base effect. Oh, okay, so on top of the active and... Okay, so double heal. 1 heal primary and heal secondary, okay. Ultimate costs 15% less, that'd be really nice. The shield effect is multiplied by 1.2. While the shield is active, the wielder gains 10% attack. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's 3 will. Let's. Yeah, well, 3 will and efficacy. Okay. Shoot, yeah, that might be the best one. Okay, what's going on with the Matrix over here? Ah, right.
My strength is recovering, but it's still not enough.
Oh, right. I need 2 more. And let's get what we need. Okay, first the heal.
My strength is recovering, but it's still not enough.
Shield. What is going on with these?
These township pillars are very different from the ones outside. Are they a different model? They look more like trees that have taken root here.
These are Type C auxiliary pillars. They support the main Type C township pillars. The models you saw outside are newer versions, developed based on this research. But
What makes them
other
different?
auxiliary pillars, these Type C models require a core module to function.
Okay.
The core modules detach from the pillars on a regular schedule. They then patrol the area for a while before returning. They monitor depth readings during their patrols. If they encounter blight present in a testing environment, they'll initiate elimination protocols on their own.
Oh, wow. They can do all that? These core modules are really something.
Right. But then I started getting abnormal depth alerts from them. Their locators also show they've been stuck in an area away from the Type C auxiliary pillars. They must have run into blight they couldn't handle, or some other kind of trouble.
So, you wanted to return to retrieve those core modules?
That's right. I've been doing research alongside them the whole time. They're like my partners. They've helped me so
What?
much.
Okay.
Great. The charging tracks are still intact. The core modules usually patrol along these tracks. Normally a blight barrier like this wouldn't stop them. We trained them to learn all sorts of protocols during testing, and eliminating these barriers was one of them. But the current depth readings are way beyond anything in the normal test parameters. Honestly, I'm really worried about their conditions.
No wonder you were in such a hurry. Let's go find those core modules now.
Core modules.
What happened to the path? It's collapsed.
Yeah, probably the blight. We'll have to go down this way and circle back from the other side.
Okay. Hiya! What the hell is that? Is that like sheer night animal?
Blockhead! Oh, there you are, finally!
Oh, wait, those are her
Pretty cute. But
her
I was
friends?
wondering earlier, who gave it that name?
That was me. Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? All right, Blockhead. You remember how to do your job, right? Good
Oh my
job.
god,
The
they
internal systems are still functional.
would die. They were stuck behind it,
Types the auxiliary pillar without
and they don't have hands.
You handled that very deftly. It looks like you must have performed maintenance on these core modules many times before.
Yeah, after working with them for so long, you just sort of pick it up along the way. Nice work. Looks like the barrier elimination function is still online too. Perfect.
Sorry. Blight barrier. The blight barrier must be first eliminated to allow passage, and it can only be eliminated with the core module. Must be first. Okay.
Tweety Bomb. Stay frosty and no slacking. It's so
Ooh. I just need 3.
sorry. I'm done gathering it.
Oh, it'll be nice to see people here. This reminds me, there's a garden near my area, or not my area, near my city, that fully funded by like a lot of rich people to research stuff, but has a patio area just like this from one of the restaurants. Someone's advice: I try to persuade them there's no pressing need to adopt such lighthearted designs for the core module. Sure, young people like cute things, something I can respect, but picture this: if we were to miniaturize this set of equipment and use it for blight elimination at the front lines or something other places, you know how it would look like? Imagine fully armed and outfitted Ying-Lung soldiers with these green beanie things hopping and prancing around. Don't call me an old dolt, we're less than 5 years apart. True. It would look very embarrassing. Oh. First. There we go, there's one of those that I was kind of missing. Oh yeah, speaking of making decks, going all the way back, my goal is to also make one of each color, so red, green, white, blue, black. I made a mono black one that's zombies. Blue. Okay, I found out there's a secret layer. That's what they call it, like the special collaboration or like special art reprints, or sometimes even new original cards. But they're like super fucking expensive. There's a secret layer of SpongeBob, so I'm using the giant crab monster that is Mr. Krabs, that has the biggest butt the second biggest butt. The Wall of Bossing Say came out for Avatar, and it's 30 health, which is a lot. Like, everything's typically 1 to 10. Or not even 1 to 10, like 1 to... One to 7, and then anything beyond that is crazy. So, it's hilarious seeing one of the biggest butts, as they call it, because their toughness or health, is Mr. Krabs. That's my mono blue.
Wow. This little guy's principal is kind of like a cleaning robot.
Let's see. I have a mono white that's create a lot of soldiers, do a lot of crazy effects from soldiers spawning in, win the game. Now that everyone's defenses are down. Mono green. Oh my gosh. It's a mess. Jesus. Spending a lot of liquid fast, no wonder. Old research data. I ran an in-depth analysis of recent Originium slug fecal samples. And actually found some Shirenite within them. This means we're very close to success. Living organisms can serve as intermediate carriers to help with Shirenite dispersion. Our plan of creating a blight-free zone actually has a chance to succeed. Now the question is, what type of creature should we use for dispersal? I will should admit to quickly that only Originium slugs, with extreme resilience and has a chance to achieve success of our project. As for the Burden Beasts, Howler Beasts, and Raker Beasts we have in the Air Park, I recommend releasing them back to the Lotus. Oh, that's terrible. No wonder a lot of the Originium slugs look sad. And like depressed and like deprived of any decency. Okay, so back to what I was saying earlier of them updating the new rules of vehicles being allowed to be commanders. There is the Doctor Who stuff. They had a collaboration with Doctor Who. They made a set around them. One of the decks has the Space Titanic from the episode where they do a Space Titanic episode. And it's diabolical. Its main purpose is to crash into opponents and deal like AoE damage, pretty much. It's so diabolical they did that, but I love it. So, the idea is to make it a Titanic deck with that card as the commander, full of goblins. Just crash in with a bunch of goblins. It's diabolical, man. Probably the most fun deck I'll ever play. Ow! I forgot to wait.
Look it! You made it home!
Endman?
The way the core module docks with the Type-C auxiliary pillar.
What is it? Does something seem off?
Yes. No, it's just... Oh. No, it's just...
These Type
feels
C
strangely
auxiliary
familiar.
pillars and their core modules were created before the Endmen awakened. In theory, you shouldn't have seen their operation before.
No, she might have seen the... That's what's so strange. It's not like I've seen it before. It's more like... Are we sure she hasn't seen the inner workings of it? She was there when they were conceiving of... Oh, wait, no! They didn't even create Shirenite yet! She didn't get to see the creation of Shirenite. It was only theorized. Oh. Oops. Totally forgot.
The core module.
Oh, it's...
You used Originium arts to rewrite the entire Type-C auxiliary pillar system?
Oh.
You can actually
I'm sorry. You lost your cute mascot.
incredible. I tried bypassing the permissions before, but the pillars always rejected my access.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to move some cards around. Let's see. Well.
Why did the pillar just eject the core module's kernel to you? Is it because you rewrote the system?
The path is open. Did the system just come back online?
Perhaps the Endman really does have a unique connection to these Type C auxiliary pillars and core modules.
So, when we get to the next pillar, do you think we could try it again? Just see if it was just a coincidence or...
Okay, first, oh, we're back here, right. Okay, that's one area. Whoa. Oh, wait, no, I was on that area because of the jump pads.
Could that little guy over there be...
That's Scaredy Pants!
Makes sense.
What? It's called Scaredy Pants? It's actually trembling.
Take it easy, everyone. It startles really easily.
Oh.
The tracks in this area
Get over it.
Completely
Just kidding.
destroyed.
That's mean. That was too mean.
Scheduled for renovation.
Scaredy Pants? You okay over there? Oh, you can see the device in it.
Don't run! Oh, we have to catch it. If it keeps panicking like this, it might damage itself.
Oh, I'm gonna have to start organizing all this stuff later. There you go.
Do all the core modules have their own personalities like this?
Well, there's no real scientific basis for it.
Hey! Scaredy Pants!
What?
Where do you think you're going?
That wasn't even my fault. They auto-skipped the dialogue because it just moved that fast outside of the Come on, man. She didn't even get to finish her sentence.
At times like this, just a gentle pat on its head is all it takes to calm it right down.
They needed to slow this thing down.
Oh no, there are water lamps here too. You guys are amazing. I'm sure you can handle them.
Okay, Yvonne, you got this.
A frigid output.
One more shot!
Ooh, nice. Perfect dodge.
is ours.
How am I patting it? It's in a shield.
Safe.
Oh my gosh.
You're there. It's okay now. You're safe.
Letter from a worried soul. Research seems successful for now. However, giving Shirenite plant growth modules and environment dispersal mechanisms may be quite a challenge. We still have issues in the algorithmic scripts. After all, plants tend to be phototropic, but not Shirenite. If we were to simplify this, we can consider how plant growth models could be integrated with Originium arts. We need to navigate it with better stability and agility. The Endman. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. There's two. I might just come back to this afterwards. I am so sorry I wasted so much time yapping. Environmental activity of long years. Their words are not signed. So we'll finish this and then we'll do the second part later. Sorry about that, guys.
That's a massive wildebeest. Leave this one to me.
I'll leave it to you then.
List subject violations.
Has Veritas be with
Made possible by Seshkar's latest technology.
No need to be scared. I'll keep you safe.
Hey, Scaredy Pants! Where do you think you're going?
Jeez. You're messing up the whole place. No, it's okay, man. Oh, and you know, I'm glad the Magic community came up with Commander. Well, not the community, but there was a guy who did found it. Rest in peace. But the community has found like different ways of formatting it to accommodate for more than 4 players. It's been so cool to see that, like, and even like gimmicks for playing regular, so like you can kind of speed things up. But the mode I played earlier today was, I forgot what it's called. It's like a star, where you're all positioned sort of like the 5 points of a star. The people to your left and right. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Gathering data. Brace up at the slightest scare. It needs some serious comforting.
Okay, okay.
You can stop
You're
fighting.
fine. We killed the big boss. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah. So it's like your allies are to your left and your right, and your opponents are
Taking such a
across
huge
from you.
detour. Does it actually know where it's going?
Hit the box. What the heck? So like the goal is to like protect or work with your allies, which encourages what they call politicking. So like, there's a lot of interaction in the game, and you could just be competitive and everyone just keeps doing damage and fighting each other. But there's a unique social aspect that they call politicking, which is so beautiful. It's so nice. It's like playing a board game with your friends. It's incredible. The stuff you can do in Magic with these like formats and like allowing all these cards to be played. So this format is really good if you have 5 people, and it heavily increases the ability to learn how to politic in the game, because you just have to learn how to like work with your teammates, compromise, make deals. Like, oh, I'm gonna hit you and do this, or like, hey, could I swing at you a little bit, and when my creature hits you, I'll have these triggers and I'll direct them towards my opponent or our opponent. So like, yeah, sure. So it's like really, it's incredible. If I had to rate and like compare all the different card games, Magic is the pinnacle of playing a card game. And there's a reason why League of Legends Riftbound straight up steals the format of Commander for its basis for the game. Because it's just that good. It's so simple, so good, so well crafted, and so well supported. And like the stars align setting this thing up, like this format up. It's crazy. Because the format wouldn't exist without Magic, but Magic perfectly works well with it. And kudos to the original people who like put it together. And it's funny. I even like learned there's like for a 6-player format they call it Emperor, and essentially you have, and I think you're allowed to like, oh, okay, I'm not supposed to be here. I think you're supposed to format it where you have a person, you have 2 sides of the table, 6 players split into a team of 3, and you got to figure out who is going to go where, who's going to be in the center, because they are going to be the Emperor, and the 2 teammates are kind of like the advisors, I guess, in a way. But with the way the format works is your goal as the teams is to take out the Emperor, but you can't, the Emperors can't do anything to the person directly in front of them, the other Emperor. They have to get around. So you have to help your allies on either side take out the people in front of them on their corners. So you have to like kind of break down those walls. It's like you're breaking down the walls of a castle, and then you finally confront the main boss. But it's crazy because that means you can set up your Emperor to be the person with the deck that takes the longest to wind up, and by the time you freaking interact with them and get ready to take them out, they could be ready. This game is limitless, literally limitless possibilities, and they only keep cooking more ideas. The fans are, this is like the best card game, the best formats, because there's more than one format, and the best community. hands down. Yeah, there's like, and there's always there's plenty of people divided into each like niche group.
Handed its kernel to you too. It really seems like there's some kind of connection with you.
It's Zhuangfeng Yi.
What could it be?
Are there any other core modules left around here?
Just one more?
One more.
Yep.
But that core module is not very healthy.
Oh,
Not very healthy?
Yeah.
sad. That's kind of sad.
It burns through energy way too fast. I've tried everything, but nothing's helped improve its efficiency.
Ooh, it must have had a really tough time.
Uh-huh. It's always running on empty. Sluggish. It just can't cope with normal operating conditions. So I gave it a name. I call it Sniffles. I just hope it's holding up okay.
Oh, Ooh, okay, so... What is it? I would definitely say I'm not... Okay, so like switching topics, I would definitely say I'm not a Disney fan anymore. Especially with how many like really trash movies they've made as of late.
Well then, let us reboot
But
this process once more.
Zootopia? A lot of people rag on it and oh, it's the furry movie. I like Zootopia. It's actually pretty decent. The thing though is the second one. And I went to go see it with my clients from work because that was like going to be our field trip out. Like, oh, we'll go watch a movie all together. And we had to leave because the movie didn't start until theaters weren't showing shit until late, and there was a theater showing stuff early, but it was too far away, so we might as well have gone to this one that showed it late. And we had to leave, so I missed out on the last 10 minutes of the movie. And at least from what I saw,
The entrance controls are over
it was pretty good. It was like a solid 8. It could have the potential to be like a 9 or a 10 in my eyes. But the funniest thing about this movie is the... Oh gosh, how do I say it? Oh, I just need 2 more. Oh, nice. How should I say? There is a fan-made comic series that started by the infamous one for Zootopia, the abortion comic, where
Looks like something nice.
so Zootopia, the 2 main characters are like a fox and a rabbit, but with the way they design the characters, people like, yeah, obviously furries are gonna be like, oh my god, they're so attractive, but also oh shoot,
Such fluid, effervescent glittering. I've always wanted my nails varnished like that.
the characters are partners in crime, or not crime, duo cop buddy, or buddy cop duo, and they solve big mystery together. They have good chemistry, good writing. People end up shipping them. So then there ends up being this comic idea by this one person who's fucking an amazing artist. You would think this is like an official comic or manga. Holy crap, this artist is cooking. Shit, I shouldn't have destroyed that because I think I needed to get up here. But it's an abortion comic because they get to the basic conclusion, like, oh, if you have a fox and a rabbit, like a cross species thing, what's gonna happen, and like the implications of it between like a mammal herbivore and a predator predators don't need to eat meat anymore, but they have animals that are groomed to be
Just look,
meat
how
food.
adorable. Isn't this just a core module? Wait, hold on. You pulled it off? Serenite microbots?
Not entirely yet. Right now, these underwater Shiranite microbots can't operate for more than 10 minutes at a time. After 10 minutes, they just fall apart in the water.
But the future looks promising. At least we've got the basics down now. From here, whether you add filtration systems or deploy them as underwater pathfinders to deal with anchors, the possibilities are wide open, right?
Let's keep it going and solidify the results. No sleep tonight!
I feel like one of them was Tong Tong's voice actors. Yeah, so then there's a whole debate between the characters, all like, oh, I'm so happy you're gonna keep the baby. It's like, no, I need to have an abortion because, like, what would people say, and like the what would the life of the child have, and what do we stand as a symbol of, like, to all of Zootopia, and it gets really impactful and like deep, and it's crazy. It's a really good comic despite the theme, and there's like a lot of infamous moments from it. The only problem is apparently the comic was supposed to be 50-50 on how divisive it was, but everyone, very reasonable, so like 90% of people read it, ended up agreeing that the reasons to get rid of the child were so superficial and fucked up that it was really messed up to have like gotten rid of the baby. And this is why I don't like politics. The artists hated that it was so divided, so they decided to like quadruple down on like the topics involved in the series, and get like political, and like even touch on like joking about religion, and it is so. Oh, this isn't voiced. What the fuck? Okay, charging mostly intact. Stuff should be able to back on its way back. Charging the track. The charging track is made of energy panels. Broken energy panels are red, and Sniffles cannot move across them. Use a jet drone to spray broken panels with liquid Shiranite or heavy Shiranite to repair and reactivate themselves with them. Move across the repaired panels. Why is this voice but the other part wasn't? What the f- You guys need to be on the ball. Damn. Oh, so it can do just fine on this floor because it's getting charged from the panels on the floor. Okay.
Every single panel here is dead. I'm really sorry to trouble you, but can you help me?
Oh shit. I said a little bit too much. So the next one, they decided to just completely villainize Nick, do some like really stupid religious references and jokes.
And then, look, there's a dichromolite here too.
Oh, you've used them before? We use dichromolites to control the Shiranite blocks.
I did not mean to skip that, my bad. And then it gets really, really fucking weird because they decide to make a JFK assassination reference. It's like, what the fuck, guys? Oh, and they kind of like hand wave the drama, even though it's like, this is a very serious topic. Time heals wounds, but not like this.
Shiranite
especially not after properly talking about things. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. It falls so far in its ass, and it's really only held up by how good the art is. Like, just a. It's really fucked up. It's like really fucked up how the artist just. What the fuck, man? It was just super petty about writing this story. Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Oh, wait. But, oh yeah, so Zootopia 2, a lot of the story kind of hits a lot of character arcs and emotional beats from the first chapter of with the abortion comic. It's insane. Like, the comic's infamous, and it makes sense that, like, some of the people working on Zootopia might have like read or recognized it, but to straight up like copy some of it, like seriously copy some of it and kind of make direct references to it is freaking wild. It's an official Disney movie. Absolutely weird, but respectable, because you're respecting that like a fan did this and all that, and they were good character arcs. It was well-written stuff in there. Really good dialogue of like developing the characters through this like conflicts. But yeah, that's insane. But then I finally got around to finishing the last 10 minutes. And it is so rushed, so heavily stupid ass Disney. We're Disney, this is how we do things. Here's a boring ass plot, ending, everything hunky dory, all that. So it's so mediocre. So yeah, it feels like more stays at a 7. Or it goes down to a 7. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of shit with Disney oversight that just...
It's practically from the charging track.
Right. Let's locate the Blight core as quickly as possible.
I think the last time I felt like this was Soul. They should have had the balls to let the main guy die. Like, we're not trying to promote suicide. We're not trying to do that. But it's insane that this old guy, this old jazz teacher, has the opportunity to play for a jazz band that he's wanted to his entire life. He gets that moment, but then he shows his stuff. He gets that moment, but then he gets this realization, like, he's old now, and this is just his life. This is just gonna be his life. The same experience every time, and it's not gonna be the same as it was when he first did it. It's never gonna be as fresh, as exciting, as new, as just raw and beautiful. It's just always going to be the same rehearsed thing over and over again. And he kept striving for it because he could survive on his teaching job where he just would always do the same thing. And now he's quit the teaching job, and supposedly he's just like, he's got nothing left. He's like, I've accomplished all my goals in life. I'm old. And there is a honestly good and powerful theme of self-sacrifice that you see all the time. You see all the time in anime, and all this better media. In Pragmata, you have this theme, powerful, beautiful theme of like fatherhood and self-sacrifice for someone who has more of a future, who can like get to experience the world possibly the way you did, possibly more, and more flexibility on that. And with Pragmata, I want Hugh to live so he can be a dad and live the life as a dad that he denied himself, and then he was getting a second chance at. Like, just having it for 8 hours of a game, not enough. Freaking, oh god. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, I have a bandage that I almost popped, like, I almost tore off by accident, like an idiot. But the way this movie Soul ends, sorry, spoilers, is they see his effort to sacrifice himself to let a new soul go and be born into the world and get to experience everything for herself. And as he's ascending to the good plane or heaven, you know, whatever they're gonna reference it as, they're like, you know what? That was very noble of you. Now you get a second chance too. So go back, go back to Earth. And it's like, no. He was willing to do the deed that needed to be done.
Do it, right?
And yes, and we're almost at the 1 hour time limit.
Then we'd better get out fast before the watch guard.
Wait, everyone, look.
What? Oh, okay. They're fixing it. Whoa! What the heck? Oh, this is how we get at. Okay, that's what that other area is. Oh my god. Okay. That's part 2, I guess, right?
It's beautiful.
It's like they've all woken up.
This area is called the Meridian Grids. It simulates cultivation environments for aquatic plants. When I first started my research, this is where I completed my initial experiments.
Why are we just learning about this, and why are you only...
Back then. So I only ever saw a tiny corner of it.
Oh, that's why. Okay. We shut off the whole time?
The Meridian Grids would look this magnificent when fully activated.
How is it maintained? Oh, no.
Something's wrong.
The core module kernels are reacting.
Oh no. You don't think the main Type C Tianxia pillars are malfunctioning, do you? I've never seen anything like this before.
Let's go take a look.
Its control panel is in the testing zone. We have no idea what the situation is over there.
Don't worry. It's the Endmen we're talking about. It'll be fine.
You can wait for us outside if you prefer.
No.
This is a very important
Modules are so deeply
side story
related
to only have
Tianxia pillars.
NPCs.
Ask their
Like,
primary researcher.
side, like, very minor
You
NPCs.
can't just stand by and do nothing.
Alright, but you stick close to us. Got it?
Got it. I'll do my best.
Just
to
do
calm
it.
you down.
Just do what you've always been doing.
I'll lead the way.
Yeah, they just spat all over what could have been like a very noble theme, and I felt like the movie would have been like a perfect 10 out of 10 if they had maintained that messaging. But to just, because it was already felt like a mature film. This film did not feel like a kids movie or a Disney movie. It was just like, it was doing very mature themes. It felt like it's for like adults, but they kind of treat it with dialogue like for kids. It was so all over the place, but it kind of works if you just watch it for what it is. What the?
Such fluid, effervescent glittering. I've always wanted my nails varnished like that.
Oh, this would just drop back down there. Okay. Alright, don't waste my time. Yeah, so it's just, it's like, if it wasn't for this like and this is a great part about like just, you know, stuff like anime movies, that anyone can watch it and feel the impact of like those themes. Here, it could have been the exact same, but Disney decided to be Disney. And also, this movie should have gone to theaters. Ridiculous that it went directly to streaming. And I think it was rated PG too, so it wasn't exactly like a kids movie. So I don't know. Disney pissed me off so much with that. That like meddling. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, wait. Do we do it? Okay. Part two will continue later today when I come back from work. Well, I'm gonna go to bed and then go back. I'm gonna go to bed, go to work, then come back. We'll finish it, and then next time we'll. Damn, I really want to start Final Fantasy VI. We'll see what other stuff. I think I got Sushi Ben. No, we should continue Unbeatable. Actually, we should continue Unbeatable. We'll see. But anyway, I'll leave it right here. I will catch all of y'all. I'll catch you all next time. Peace.